I want to offer 4 ways that you can invest your time in the year ahead. And I think if you make New Year's resolutions, these will help your New Year's resolutions come true. If you don't make New Year's resolutions, I still think these 4 things are great ways to spend your time in the year ahead. And here they are. Think abundantly, plan intentionally, execute consistently, and celebrate frequently. Let me share those again. Think abundantly, plan intentionally, execute consistently, and celebrate frequently. Let me give you one example of each. In terms of thinking abundantly, this really is the key to all of it. And there's a great verse in the Bible, Philippians chapter 4, verse 8, and talks about think on these things, and then it gives a list of great things to think about. If you're not familiar with the Bible, I would encourage you to go to YouVersion, Y-O-U version.com. Just look up Philippians chapter 4, verse 8, and it will share with you what those things are. Or a friend of mine wrote a book called The 40 Days to a Joy-Filled Life. And in this book, Tommy Newberry talks about the way to think over a 40-day stretch. And if you can do that, it will cause you to think more abundantly. And if you think more abundantly, great things are bound to happen. So what's your plan to think more abundantly in the year ahead? Whether it's Philippians 4:8 or Tommy's book, whatever, you decide. But what are you going to do to think more abundantly? Because it's my experience, typically for many of us, our default is more negative thinking than positive thinking. So how are you going to think more abundantly in the year ahead? Second way to invest your time is to plan intentionally. So much I could say about this, but just one simple idea. A great day typically begins the night before. A great day typically begins the night before. So what if you could do this? What if you could plan intentionally, just 2 minutes before you go to bed or before the next day, what if you could just take 2 minutes and plan intentionally and ask yourself the question, what are the one or two things that need to happen to make tomorrow a great day? That's planning intentionally. I think if you'll do that, the odds are you're going to have a great day the next day versus getting up, running around, getting your coffee, checking your email on your phone, and you're already behind. What if you could get ahead? And if you could plan intentionally the night before, that's so important. Why is that? Because a great day typically begins the night before. So think abundantly, plan intentionally, and then execute consistently. A great question to ask every single day is, what can I do today? What is one thing I can do today to grow my business? What is one thing I can do today to cast vision for my organization? What is one thing I can do today to move me or the business forward? That's how you execute consistently. It's steady plotting. So having that question and going, what can I do today to grow the business? Not to get drawn into the busyness, but what can I do today to grow the business? It's one decision at a time, steady plotting. And then finally, the thing that's probably the least appreciated and the most overlooked of the 4 is celebrate frequently. Celebrate the wins. And here's why this is important. When you celebrate the wins, there are typically more wins to celebrate. When you celebrate the wins, there are typically more wins to celebrate because you're looking for them. And when you celebrate the wins, hey, we had a big sale. Hey, we had a great week. Hey, we had a great event. We're moving forward. Everyone gets momentum and energy behind that, and they want to win more. And why is that? Because everybody wants to be a part of a winning team. So when you celebrate the wins, there are more wins to celebrate. So, and the other thing is celebrating really is the fuel for the other 3. It really begins to generate momentum. So, 4 ways to invest your time in the year ahead. Think abundantly, plan intentionally, execute consistently, and celebrate frequently. Now, my question for you, and then I'll close, is how are you going to keep this in front of you for the year ahead? Let me share with you the way I've done this for many years now. My friends and I actually put together this coaster, and this used to be on my desk, but I've had it for so long it's broken apart. But basically, these little squares here are the messages for the year. And I have this on my desk, and it just reminds me as I put my coffee on it, or as I've got it next to my computer, it just says, hey, Jeff, think abundantly, plan intentionally, execute consistently, celebrate frequently. These are 4 great ways for you to invest your time in the year ahead.